Missy started putting a bug in my ear about National Youth Service Day, which was the idea is to involve youth and to mobilize them to be partners in the community and to give back and hopefully lead them on a lifelong path of civic involvement. So I looked at some of the things my predecessor had done, and then I met with the youth, and the youth in Boone decided we all wanted them to participate in Boone Cleanup Day, which was going to be right around the time of the National Youth Service weekend. And so I contacted Shannon Isaacs over at Public Works in the town of Boone, and she said, would you all like to adopt a section of the Boone stream? And they'll put the little sign up and everything, so I went back to them, and the youth said yes, they would be okay doing that. And we did not know that they were going to give us the section of the stream in front of the mall, the real deep ravine, or slopes beside the wall like this, and then wanted us to go down and clean the lid up. So we went the first week in April, or the third week in April, to do Cleanup Boone. They do it 2 times a year, but we can go back anytime we want, that we want to be involved in that. And we went back in October. So when we went in April, prior to that, the town of Boone came and met with the youth and talked to them about the impact of the litter and different things that are in the stream that can have on the water health. So they learned a lot from that, and the impact of that for our community as well, as far as water as a whole when it becomes polluted. They learned also from that session on what to identify. We have to send back a report to the town of Boone on what the water quality is just by looking at it, if it's sludgy, if it has a little odor to it, or things like that. So they were kind of excited to be able to get out the first time and be able to fill out their little report of what the water condition looked like. So we went in April, and this was our group in April. It was a little cool that day, and again, this was our first time really discovering that we had a really deep ravine, and our section of the stream goes by the mall, and then it cuts over Meadowview, and it goes back behind the Farm Credit, which is an even steeper ravine. A little scary back there, but the town of Boone awards prizes that day, cash prizes to the groups that find the most unusual objects in the stream, but it does plainly state in there as long as there's no body parts, because they have found body parts before, and that doesn't count as a prize. So our first cleanup effort in April, the youth found several interesting items, and they won second prize in April. This is one of our braver couples that decided to descend down the not quite a steep section of the bank. It was a little cool back in April. And they won second prize then for the lawnmower they found that was buried down in the sludge of the creek under the bridge on Meadowview. And they also found a TV set, which we have for sale if anybody needs it. And these were all of their finds. The lawnmower won them second place, and they decided to donate that money to the Hunger and Health Coalition. So we went back in October. The weather was a little nicer then. It was actually hot that day. And we had a youth join us, and that was the first time they got to see their sign up. They put the sign up for their Adopt a Stream program. So as you can see, like I said, it was nice and warm that day, and we're going to start a future Get Real participant very early on in civic involvement in the community. So this time they won first prize, which was $100 for what they found, and that would be a bicycle in the stream. I think I put it on here. There it is. And that was underneath the bridge again around on Meadowview. It's amazing what ends up down there near those apartments underneath that bridge. Again, we're hoping we do not find the body part that they keep cautioning us about. So the $100 for that. We had a workshop last week, and the youth decided to donate it to the Salvation Army for their Christmas projects, or within the community. So Shannon had contacted me right before. By the way, those rocks in the creek are really, really slick, and I don't know if you can see that I had one that slipped a little bit and went up to her knees in the green jacket. We got a little damp. She thought it was pretty funny because it was warm out. But Shannon Isaacs with the town of Boone contacted me a couple weeks ago about our contract to Adopt a Stream runs out the end of this month, and so I asked them, and I was pleasantly surprised that they told me they would like to do it again for another year, and hopefully more than twice. I told them with the flood we had a couple weeks ago, the water level of the flood at the parking lot was a perfect time to get out there because all the litter had come up from the creek, was all in the parking lot. So it was a good time to go out there and canvass the the stream and get the litter out. But I'm very excited. They want to continue to do it again next year. They want to keep the stream for